Shaun, expectations for Chelsea this season. They were in a little bit of a title race earlier at Stamford Bridge against Arsenal, but it's kind of dropped off a little bit since that fixture. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, the title contention stuff was a bit earlier this year than what it was last year because it got to Christmas time and everyone thought that we were title contenders. But yeah, I never thought we were ever going to be in it last year. I didn't think we were going to be in it this year, to be honest. I thought early on the fixtures were quite favourable for us to kind of get a little bit of a lead like we did last year in terms of trying to secure the top four expectations from the owners and the manager himself. So I think we're all kind of expecting to try and get into the top four because I think all the fans know that the squad's not the greatest in the world and it's still early stages with Maresca. So I just hope that we can get top four, really. I'm more hopeful that we need to secure top four than any kind of title contention. So, yeah, that's about it, really.
Stephen, your club, Man City, are you in a title race now? Are Arsenal starting to get a bit nervous?
Well, we've got to be in a title race, haven't we? We have to be, and I think we are, to be honest. Simply because City always have another level to go up in the second half of the season. Like Pep spends a few months tweaking, doing this and that, and it gets around January, February, we have a look at the table and see where we're at, and we're chasing an Arsenal side who don't know how to stay in front. And at this point, we're already 2 points behind them as we're recording this. I don't know what will be by the time this goes out, but it looks close. And I trust the City side to get better, and especially if Rodri can get back in the team. If he does, we're the best attackers in the league. Defensively, we've been okay. If we can get a little bit better, given Arsenal's nerve, yeah, we're definitely in the title race, mate.
Shaun, do you think you've got a set 11 at the moment? Do you think you've got a set 11 where the manager knows exactly his consistent players?
I don't think the manager's even allowed to pick his first 11 really because the recent pressures of the ownership of wanting to see squad rotation is essential for their kind of flipping players for profit model, which they've clearly shown for the last 2 years that they want to put their players on display, whether it's at Strasbourg or at the club, and rotate and show their value. But I think he's got a gist of his best 11. But at the times when we play weaker sides in like more congested fixtures, I think he is using a lot more the other players and there's too many changes. And I think that's where we've kind of dropped results as of recent.
Stephen, are there any players for City this year that have kind of surprised you in maybe a negative way or a positive way?
I think Doku's taken a leap. He's always been an incredible dribbler. Everyone knows that. But he's like our most creative player. It's ridiculous. The amount of chances he's creating for everyone in the team right now. And like, he's easily our most varied attacker right now, and he's been fantastic. Shirky sort of surprised me and not surprised me. I had a feeling he'd be brilliant, but the fact that he's, once again top of the assist charts and barely played any football is ridiculous. He's a special talent. It's probably those two. Foden and Haaland do what I expected. I knew Foden would turn it back to his own form. Last season was a naff one for him, but he's been much better this season. And everyone else, everyone's about par for course, really, to be honest.
Cool. Right, guys, welcome back to That's Offside, brought to you by Gambling.com and sponsored by Bet442. This episode is all about Manchester City versus Chelsea. So with us today, we have got Stephen and Shaun. Right, guys, what we're going to do is a combined 11 of Man City versus Chelsea. I hope we don't agree too much. Okay. We're going to go with a current 4-3-3 formation. Okay, and we're going to start from the bottom and work our way up to the top. Okay, so we're going to start with our goalkeeper. Who are we putting in goal? Judging by Shaun's reaction, I think we might know the answer.
This one best goalkeeper of the year, right? Literally today. So I think it's going to be Donnarumma for me, honestly. I know he's had a couple of minor flaps, but the presence of that man has been ridiculous, and he's a clear winner. And I think his impact to City already has made us feel like a serious side again. So for me, it's Donnarumma. Like, I think you'd kill to have Donnarumma too.
Yeah, I feel like we've been dying for a goalkeeper for a long time. But the funniest thing is like if we do a combined 11 maybe from this year rather than collectively as a career, then you could have arguments for a lot of players maybe in the lineups. But in terms of goalkeepers, Sanchez still kind of worries me even to this day, even though he's been a lot better this season in terms of actually not getting into these short passes kind of stuff into the midfield. He's just literally going long because even as fans, like we'd get on the back, we were on his back when he'd be trying to pass out all the time. So I think even Maresca's taken that responsibility off him and he goes long a bit more now when he has to. And from corners, he's actually been quite impressive this season in terms of collecting for it. But yeah, I'd have to say I'd still have to go with Donnarumma. Donnarumma is one of the best goalkeepers in world football, so I'd have to agree with Donnarumma at the moment.
Cool, so we'll move on to left back. This might be a little bit more difficult than the goalkeeper situation?
So for me, obviously, it's Nico O'Reilly. He was a not heard much.
I mean, it's going to be like this a lot.
I personally know, like, the Joe Shields, like, who's like a Chelsea, chief scout, I think, or something like that, sporting director, I don't know. I know he told me when Nico O'Reilly was 15 years old at City's academy that he's going to be a special footballer. He tried to sign him for Chelsea as well. And this season, he's attacking midfielder. He's broke out as a left back and he's made the England squad. He's hit man of the match at the Bernabeu. He's been absolutely fantastic. The thing about Joe O'Reilly as well is he just doesn't have bad games. Every game is a minimum 7 out of 10. And the ones that are 8.5, 9 are the ones where he also pops up and scores and gets an assist or particularly shuts down someone like, I say Salah, but that's not a big accomplishment these days. It used to be, but he does something like that. He's been cracking, and I did not expect this young lad who was a number 10 for academy size 2 years ago to be this 6'4", incredibly athletic, composed, and experienced in terms of how he plays. Left back, he's been fantastic.
Quite a mature head as well. With his interview at the Bernabeu as well. After
nothing
the game.
phases him. It's ridiculous. He looks like he's just been at any position, any point. He's just I can just do it.
Cucurella?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a big Cucurella fan. I know a lot of even Chelsea fans don't necessarily like Cucurella from his early days down at the club, because I remember when I think it was an EFL Cup game, and Cucurella was just about linked with Man United because he didn't have the best of starts at Chelsea. And ever since then, when he went to the Euros, come back, the last, I'd say, 1.5 to 2 years, I think Cucurella's probably arguably been one of the best in the world. I know he's not the technical kind of player that people see, like he doesn't put in crosses and he kind of goes back when he's going up front and he's cutting back and he's passing sideways. But defensively, like, he's just a nightmare to play against. I know he looks annoying, he's always arguing when he puts in them tackles, but he breaks up play where it's needed. And just his successful rate of being able to defend against 1v1 attackers that are the best in the league. Nico O'Reilly's been fantastic since he's come in at the start of his career at City, but not naturally a left back. But like you said, he is athletic, he's doing well for now. But in terms of what I've seen from Cucurella for club and country, and just in games when we've needed him to just be touch tight to defenders, touch tight to the wingers like Saka's and these guys, not many of the best wingers have got the better of Cucurella. Some, maybe one isolated moment in games he might get beat, but for the majority of it, he's locked down defence. So Cucurella is actually one of the better Chelsea players that I like in this team at the moment.
Wow.
It's really hard.
Is anyone going to concede?
We
might have to do a poll on this one and come back to it at the end. We might have to do a little poll online.
Yeah, he's got a good career ahead of him, Nico O'Reilly. But like he said, it's a midfielder, really. He's very composed and he's doing a good job there athletically. But
the only thing is, I'm feeling a bit confident that there might be a lot of City players in this, and they're
you're going to get a lot.
Yeah,
so
they're wondering if I just be kind.
Oh, okay.
and just also we did try and sign him a while back as well. So the argument is Nico O'Reilly's benched Nori, who was one of the most impressive fullbacks in the league last season. Yeah. But yeah, I'll let you have Cucurella just because I'm feeling pretty confident about the rest of the side.
Okay, we're going to go on to the other side of the pitch, right back.
This one though, I think you actually get this as well. Actually, to be fair, if you want to put Reece James there,
yeah, if you're nice enough to give me.
Nunez he's had a really good season for a guy who's improving in this role. But I actually think Reece James is probably the most complete right back in world football. When he's at his best. I really like Reece James. I think Nunez, as a guy who's from midfield, he's gone to right back. He's had some cracking games, and I think he's become a genuinely good fullback, which is really impressive given he at one point looked like he was out the door at City. But I think there's not a single City fan in the world who wouldn't choose Reece James the other chance. I think that's just because Reece James is a remarkable footballer. I really rate him. He's one of my favourite footballers that aren't a City player.
I was really surprised by his performance against Arsenal. Like, everyone raves about Reece James, and obviously he's not very available as often as you'd like, especially with all the injuries and stuff. But I thought he was a different level in that midfield.
I remember when he was on loan
at
Wigan, and that he played in midfield for them. And I remember watching him quite a lot then, because I was watching a lot of City's academy players on loan. And Reece James was phenomenal as a midfielder at Wigan back then, and the injuries have stopped him from being the best in his position in the world, and I think he's a brilliant player. So he's better than Nunez.
Well, it's just funny. It's like we've ended up rotating both players to where they not naturally known to be playing. So Nunez has gone to right back, and now our right back's gone to centre midfield. And most of his better performances, like you said, the Arsenal performance was from him being in midfield. So obviously he has played there in the past, like you said, at Wigan. Obviously, if we're doing this season, he hasn't really played that much at right back. We've had Gusto playing at right back and James playing in that double pivot when we've lacked the depth in midfield with Lavia being injured so much. So, yeah, but Reece James, obviously, when the arguments were up against him and Trent, even when Trent was here, just complete right back and delivery strength. People like even his peers, like a lot of them when they talk in the England camp, whether it's Morgan Rogers or Declan Rice, they say Reece James is an animal to play with. So yeah, I think Reece James is the better right back. Obviously, there's no one there.
Really. Now.
Well, currently, I was about to say, currently,
no, don't worry.
What's it doing, man?
Shaun, make the most of this. You've got more Chelsea players
This has
than
probably
City
been the only time
in this combined 11 so far. Right, the two centre-backs, who are we going to go for?
I genuinely choose Vardy or Diaz. I do. I think they're a better pairing than... I think they both start for Chelsea as well. I'm not just saying that for the sake of it. I think they're better. I just do. I think they're really good. Vardy, incredibly gifted technically. Obviously one of the best young centre-backs in the league. Diaz won 4 in a row when he joined. He's back to his best this season, aerially dominant, aggressive. And City's issues haven't been from the centre-backs. They've been from just a lack of Rodri in midfield and too much space for people to make passes. But the defenders have done the best they can this season. And to me, it Diaz and Vardy, I think they both would start for Chelsea. You've got some good centre-backs, but I don't think any of them are great. And I don't know if they'll be starters by the time Chelsea are great again either. What you currently got?
Yes, guys, hope you're enjoying the show. And whilst I've got you, make sure to check out our sponsors, Bet442, and their sign-up options on the screen and in the description. T's and C's apply. 18 plus. Please gamble responsibly.
Yeah, it's Diaz for his longevity of how good he's been for this long has been great, and Gvardiol obviously being asked to go play left back for the predominantly of his early stages, and him then to go back into centre half where he naturally is. I've rated Gvardiol highly for a long time. It's just it's an upsetting thing that Fofana as well, like obviously with Reece James, Fofana's also been one of the players that if he's fit and he's starting, he's one of the best defenders in the league when he's playing. It's just we haven't been able to see him for a consistent period at Chelsea since he's been here. And obviously Chalobah this season, I think both defences have had quite a similar start to the defence in conceding goals this season. So in terms of this season, it's quite closely matched. And we've had rotational centre-halves. We've had Tosin coming in when we've lost to Leeds and stuff. So our best partnership hasn't been able to really play together for the predominant of it. So our best centre-half pairing at the moment is probably Trevor Chalobah and Fofana. So getting a run of games with them being able to play with each other, maybe you might see a different of opinion for what it's been this season. Obviously, Badia Shields had to come in and rotate and Tosin. So we haven't seen a consistent run of games. It's not like Arsenal where they've got Gabriel and Saliba, and with City it's Gvardiol and Diaz. But yeah, I'd probably have to go with Gvardiol.
Yeah, I think Moraes could start on both. I think he would. I think he just would.
I think they're better players probably anyway.
Yeah,
but
they won both the leagues as well.
Yeah,
like, so.
I'd agree with that.
It's not a bad back four.
You definitely get Caicedo in here. I can admit that. Like Caicedo, he's a cracking player. What I would like to see in midfield is Nico Gonzalez has been fantastic. He's been like topping all the stats as well in the Premier League, most passes, most challenges, and all that kind of stuff. I would like to see Caicedo alongside Gonzalez with Foden ahead of him. That's what I would personally like, because I think that Foden has been ridiculous. I think no one's got more goal contributions or assists in the past month or so in the Premier League than Phil Foden. We know how good he is. 27 goals a couple of years ago for City. He's found his best form again. He's having a cracking year. I think Caicedo has been brilliant for Chelsea, I admit that. But I think alongside Nico Gonzalez, that would be a powerful, complete midfield with Phil Foden ahead of him scoring.
Shaun?
I would have
argued.
No, Enzo's not going in. I don't rate Enzo. But I would have actually probably argued for maybe, I don't know, with Caicedo, I think Caicedo's such... Rodri, in terms of this season, like I'm only going to base it probably on this season. Yeah. But it's just, even with this season, I don't know, like, I would probably argue the fact that you can get away with Caicedo playing in there by himself, like how we kind of play, because like we make Enzo go and play in the like left half space. We got Cole Palmer playing in the right half space. Say what you're going to try and suggest. No. I'm actually suggesting probably I would have put Reinders in there.
Oh, okay.
He's not had a good season so far.
I think he's a sensational
he's a good player.
I think he's way better than Nico Gonzalez.
Because I think it's one of those things it's like I probably watched City more than you watched it. And you watched Chelsea more. Reinders actually ended up on the bench a little bit recently, and just because he had a good start, but he's not. Yeah, he's just he's not. Yeah, Bernardo benched him for a bit, and Bernardo Silva's physicality's gone and stuff. Until injuries recently, Reinders was on the bench behind Nico Gonzalez, Bernardo, and Foden. He's a good player. He's a really good player, but I don't think he's had a great season so far. He's had a decent one. Yeah. His classic Pep second season thing. I think next year, he was obviously a hit, but he had a slow start in the way that when Nico Gonzalez joined, he didn't really play much in January either, but now he's starting every game. And but literally, like, I'm not just saying this. You look at all the stats and like challenges and all passes and all. Nico Gonzalez is like 1 or 2. It's him and Elliot Anderson at the top.
You liked him last time he came.
I really rate him. He's brilliant, and he's playing every single game for us. And he's one of the. If we didn't have him right now, we'd be utterly we'd be done, mate. Because
it's only because of the challenges. It's like a thing where I'm like, well, if I want one guy sitting there, it's just an option, innit? It's
we
like,
could just go. We could go.
Yeah, because you can go there anyway, but it's just
we could have Shirky and Foden ahead of Caicedo. We've got pure vibes, man.
In terms of ability, but Caicedo, I just think as a DM, he's the best in the league. I think personally, I know Rice is at 8 and considered as at 8, but as a defensive midfielder, I think he's just sensational.
So those two are locked in. Are we going for Foden for the final one?
Yeah, Palmer's barely played this season, has he?
If we're going on this season, I'd have to say Foden because Palmer just hasn't played.
Yeah,
it's annoying because this is supposed to be one of my guaranteed players in the team.
But he ain't football this year, is he?
But he's just not been playing. So.
Okay, so we're going to go to left wing first.
That has to be Doku for me. I think Doku's been the best.
Wow, okay, straight away.
I think it has to be. I mean,
we don't look at who we've got out there. We've got Garnacho, Gittins. They've tried Neto to even go play there sometimes to accommodate for Esteval playing on the right.
Wingers, aren't they? They really are.
Like Garnacho struggles massively out there. He's okay. Like he's just like he teases you because he thinks he's done the early part well. Like he's taken on his player well, but just end product is so a big of a letdown. And
that's the thing now. Doku this season, his end product is that he's matched his tally for last season already, and like he's. People don't realise how many chances he's created. These numbers are ridiculous. Like the guy's creating so many chances for us. He's involved in everything. And the best thing about Doku for us, he's become this. It's weird to use. Like you never think the Guardiola side would use dribbling as an effective progression tactic, but give the ball 30 yards from a goal, knowing that he will just skip past two people, and before you know it, we're on the edge of their area. But every single time you give the ball, he does it. It's just as reliable as a pass for us. Yeah. And he's so good at it. He did it against he's done it against everyone this season. And the criticism has always been about his assists and all that kind of stuff. But he's scoring now. He's scored a few this season compared to one last season. At this stage of the year, he's had quite a few assists as well. You could have had even more if people hadn't missed a few chances. But more than that, he's just involved in everything. I saw this stat about shot creating actions in terms of dribbles and passes before it. He's by far City's most creative player. He's weirdly, in terms of being involved in everything, stepped into the De Bruyne hole in terms of the stats, which is mad. So he's had a massive improvement this season, and I've really enjoyed watching him just drift central as well, which has been the tactical change. He's coming central now. Like the goal, the dribble against United where he settled Foden, where he got the ball in the right-hand space and just went past Shaun in the middle. It was ridiculous. To get past a man from a standing start in the middle of a congested pitch and then find Foden, he's doing that a lot this season. It's made him so much more exciting and dynamic because he's got a bit of freedom just to affect the game from not just out wide, and it's been really good.
Right, before we get into the huge debate of if it's Pedro or Haaland, we're going to go on to the right hand. I'm joking. We're going to go on the right hand side. Who are we going to have?
I want Shirky, the most assists of anyone in the Premier League this season. I mean, he's only played six starts and he's got 6 assists. And he's the most exciting footballer I've watched in years. He's ridiculous, literally ridiculous. I know Esteval was maybe the option there, but Shirky, I've not seen a player like him. In terms of when De Bruyne signed, I was like, whoa, this kid is special. This feels to me like that. Shirky's just magic, a real throwback footballer where there's a little bit of the early young Bernardo Silva. There's a bit of De Bruyne in passing range. He's got the flicks and tricks of a Brazilian. I get giddy. I'm a 40-year-old man, and I watch him. I'm I consider getting his name on the back of a shirt. I've not had a name on the back of a shirt since I was 20, but just because he's that fun, and he's just a mercurial footballer who has, I'm not a religious person, but if God-given talents existed, he's got it. He's just absurdly talented, and he's already affecting the game. And I look back at the 130 million Verts thing versus 30 million Shirky, and it's diabolical. It's offensive towards Verts.
Can you disagree?
I can.
Try to.
I genuinely can.
So
because
passionate about
no, it is. But obviously, Shirky is literally he's played a handful of games already for City this season as he's come in, and Pep's done massively great for getting him fit, because obviously people looked at him when he first initially signed and thought he's carrying a bit of timber and stuff like that, and he's actually lost quite a lot of weight, and it's a breath of fresh air because football's become so systematic and it's become so direct in things, is that the technical side of players we've kind of lost over the past couple of years. So seeing the purest kind of players like Shirky, technical, dribbling ability, it's not all about his pace because he's playing on the right hand side. These are where on the opposite side, Doku is known for his ability to beat his players and drive at players with speed. on the other side, it's the more technical side of things, and you have to worry about his dribbling ability and how good it is. So I'm a big admirer of Cherky.
He
But
reminds me of Hazard, by the way. He's the closest thing I've seen to Hazard in a long
yeah,
time.
I don't know if his dribbling speed is as quick as
He's a
as
bit faster
Hazard.
than people realise, but maybe not quite as fast. He's definitely, he can go past people.
Yeah, he's
but
not slow, but
he's not lightning. Yeah,
but technical, great. But I've been admiring for Esteval for the past year and a half, 2 years. I've been sitting up late nights watching the Brazilian league and watching Palmeiras play because of when we signed him and the hype around him from when he first.
Football does to us, by the way. We sit and watch young kids play.
I know.
In Brazil at 4 in the morning. Like, growing up, I was like, what are we doing? This is weird.
It was just like every time it felt like they were playing every couple of days. It felt
I've done it as well.
yeah.
Like, what am I doing? It's under 50s Argentinian World Cup, and I'm watching Brahim Diaz of Spain at 14 years old. I'm like, he's so good. He's so good. I remember doing it. Anyway.
Yeah, but like,
Esteval,
I just think he's special, and I feel like he's literally going to be one of the better players in the world in the foreseeable future. Like,
what's his goals and if I'll put it right now? They're not using it.
I don't think it's much, because a lot of the time it's been through squad rotation, and a lot of the feature minutes he has been given, it's just been from the 20-30 minute cameos when we've asked him to come on. He hasn't really started many games. He's probably done better in the games he's actually come on for us rather than starting. Against Arsenal, he wasn't the greatest. I know he had dangerous moments where he got into the penalty area and stuff like that and was shanking it over the top. But in terms of just his general passage of play, like he doesn't look like as if he's lightning fast either, but just his ability on the ball and his awareness as a youngster, like at his age, he looks well ahead of it. And I think he's going to be one of the best in the world.
I mean, I can't look past Cherky, unfortunately.
Big
massively,
mentions the
literally, he's got a goal
future.
Every 49 minutes in the Premier League. It's ridiculous.
And Cherky is great as well.
Esteval's going to be brilliant, but
cool. So we'll go there then.
Cherky's going to break.
Just for now, though.
Just for now.
Yeah, I think
Esteval
will be class in the future. Right, one place left.
Do I need to say anything? Yeah.
No.
Oh God.
Go on then, we'll put him in.
Yeah, just
before we even mention the name, let's talk about Haaland for a minute.
Just want to say how much better he is this season as well. Like this guy, like he's getting better and better and better. He obviously always been a great goal scorer. This season his heading's got better. He's scoring really good headers. He's the amount of times I've seen him down at left back covering for someone or getting back. He's playing as one of the leaders now. Like you can tell that, you know, in the summer, Akanji left, Gundogan left, De Bruyne left, Edison left. There's other people I've forgotten. Jack Grealish left. All these people who won trebles, and you can tell there's been a bit of a leadership void. And Pep chose him as one of the group of captains, and he's absolutely revelled in it. He's working harder than ever. His overall link-up play is much better. His goal-scoring rate is absurd. Like, what more can you say about that? And the variety of his goals has got better as well. A few assists as well. Haaland is. I forget how good he is. By the end of this season, he'll probably be City's like third highest ever goal scorer already, and he's only joined a few years ago. He's ridiculous.
Do you know what I like about him? The fact that he's
likeable too,
relentless. I was watching the Fulham game, and Foden puts him in quite early, and he smashes the post, where he should have probably scored. And then the goal he actually scores 20 minutes later, where it's like skimming off the surface, and he just gets a contact on it.
The dock across to him, it's ridiculous.
Unbelievable. And you think there's many strikers out there that can score. But the fact he's so relentless after a big chance that he's missed or one that he should have taken early on, he's just relentless. Give me the ball. Let me have another shot. He doesn't shy away from anything. And I think that is one of the key reasons why he is the player he is, because he's just, as I say, relentless in front of goal.
A clip of him where they mic'd him up, and I'd recommend anyone watch it for the Norway training. And like you can hear everything he was saying during the training sessions. That guy is the biggest guy in a room of giants. Like I don't really like the whole alpha beta males, but he is insanely. His presence is ridiculous. Like he was making everyone. He was shouting at Oscar Bob, his City team, and saying, "Oscar, you're drunk. Come on!" Like he was like having a go. Everyone is saying, "What you're doing?" But he was trying to motivate everyone. We were like really powerful, a proper leader. And he said as well. He said this great comment about goal scoring isn't talent; it's about wanting it. Like he said, he scored goals because he wants to score. And you think about people like, I don't know, someone like Chris Wood who gets loads of goals. He's not insanely talented footballer, but you can tell he wants to score goals. And Haaland, he said, it's not about talent, it's about wanting to score. And I truly believe that he believes that. You know, obviously a very talented footballer, but most of his goals come from just insane hunger and desire to be in the right place and to improve. And yeah, I think he's an absurd footballer, and the idea that he could get even better at 25 years old, and the fact that he got another 9 years on his contract, I'm very excited.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So there you go, guys. That is Stephen and Shaun's Man City and Chelsea combined 11. Let us know in the comment section below if you agree or if there's anyone we've missed out. And also, don't forget to check out our sponsor, Bet442. There's a QR code on the screen for you now and a link in the description below.